guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'll be doing a draw my life, which is basically I draw pictures about my life. One day it all began when my brother was looking outside the window watching other kids play while having fun, and he felt super lonely. So my parents, both my mom and my dad, decided to make another kid so he could have a playmate. One special early morning around 4:19, something special happened. On the morning of December 24, 1999, which is Christmas Eve, a baby was born, and that baby was me, and I was born in California. As all of you may know, my name is Charmey, but my name comes from two special people, which are my parents. So the Char comes from my dad, which is Charles, and the May comes from Remy, which is my mom. So basically, my name is my parents' ship name. My brother was super happy when I was born, because now he has a playmate to play with, and he won't be lonely staring at other kids play one another. Growing up at the time, I was surrounded by both sides of my family. I had my dad's and even my mom's. This was the time when they all lived in California, but eventually they all moved away. But I was extremely grateful that they were around, even though it was the early parts of my life. I was always a happy baby because of them. Ever since I was little, I always traveled with my family. We would mainly travel to Hawaii because that's where most of my family lived. So on the big islands of Hawaii, I would travel to see my family. I had my grandma, my cousins, and even Lauren was there at the time. So moving on to elementary school, in kindergarten, I wore a bright green dress instead of using the uniform, which was navy blue. And I remember getting in trouble by my teacher because I wasn't using uniform, and I was shy after that because everyone was using uniform except for me, and I didn't want to go anymore. Here's a picture of me wearing my bright green dress. Going on to first grade, I had the best teacher ever, and her name was Miss Williams. We'll always watch movies, we even create our own pizza and eat it in class, and also we did a lot and tons of arts and crafts. Her class was always fun. So around this time, I was taking ballet and tap classes. So here's some pictures of them. My mom invited her to my recital, and she actually came, and I was stoked about it. At the end of the year, she created scrapbooks for us so we could look back on it, and it kind of acted like a yearbook for us. She was definitely my favorite teacher ever. Now skipping over to 4th grade because everything else was a blur. There was one super hot day, and one of my classmates thought it was good to have a water fight, and everyone else in our class, even me, decided we should do it. So during recess, we brought water balls and poked a hole in it, and then we squeezed it at each other so it could squirt out. We all got super drenched that day. The two ladies that were on yard duty saw us and immediately stopped it. The whole 4th grade class got in trouble, including me, and we got detention. So during recesses, we will have to write "I will not have a water bottle fight ever again" all over our paper. So skipping 5th grade because nothing interesting happened except the fact that I promoted. And now I'm going to move on to middle school. In 6th grade, this is where I met most of my friends that I have today. Some of us came from elementary and the new ones were from middle school. We were a really tight, big group. 6th and 7th grade, I had a little drama, of course, because it's middle school, but in 8th grade is where the big drama happened. So there was a little love triangle going on, sort of. There was me and this one girl, and we'll call her Ashley, and then a guy, and we'll call him Case. So Ashley liked Case, and Case liked me, but I didn't like anyone. So this drama only involved me and Ashley, and also Case. There was one day where Ashley confronted me and said, "Stop liking Case," and I told her that I don't like him and we're just only partners in class. And then she said, "Well, stop talking to him, he's mine." And I said that I can't stop talking to him because he's my partner in class and we work on assignments together. In my math class, I was doing my assignment and my teacher came up to me saying that I had to go to the counseling office. And I looked at him and I was super confused why I had to go. There was no reason for me to go to the counseling office. When I reached the counseling office, Ashley and Case were already sitting down, and I was still a little confused, but I already knew what the problem was. So the counselor began saying, "We need to fix this." And then I said, "Well, I didn't do anything, or I didn't do anything wrong." Then Ashley said she likes him, and then I said, "No, I don't, because I really didn't." And she started crying, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Then she said, "I like him," and then Kay said, "I don't like you," and then it was a bunch of drama. So the counselor said, "Enough," and then he let me go because honestly I had nothing to do with it. So I left, and I don't know what happened after that. We just all stopped talking to one another. But I went to counseling over a boy that I did not like. So now that I was done with 8th grade, I promoted to high school. But my friend group split up. Half of us went to the same high school and half of us went to a different high school. Eventually, over the summer, we lost touch of the ones that went to a different high school, and we barely speak now. So in high school, freshman year, my friends that stayed with me in high school from middle school wanted to join 3 clubs: CBC, Interact, and Kasama. And the main reason was that we wanted to make new friends. The main club that we really enjoyed was Kasama, which was a Filipino group. And that's where we met most of our friends, and I also met my boyfriend there. I saw Brandon around because he was part of the club, and he was also hanging out with friends that I made in middle school before. I thought he looked like a cholo, scary, and he looked mean as well. On October 8, 2014, which is what me and Brandon like to call Sandwich Day, after school during Kasama practice, my friend Aubrey offered me a sandwich, and I said, "Heck yeah, I want it." So I took the sandwich and I started eating it, and I thought it was yummy, even though it was school food. Then Brandon came up, and then he said, "Did Aubrey give you that sandwich?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And then he said, "Oh, that was my sandwich." And I apologized super fast because I felt bad. And I offered if he wanted some, but I already ate half of it. Then he said, "No, it's okay," and then he just left. And that was our first interaction ever, and it was over food. We began to talk to each other a lot, and the rest was history. Skipping to junior year, and everyone knows that junior year is the hardest year, and it was definitely hard for me. I took a physiology class for science, and we had to make a whole entire skeleton with clay and wire. My teacher will hold Wednesday workshops, and they were so important because she wanted the bones to be exact and precise, with each minor detailing and even sizing counted. But I was still doing dance till high school, and one of my dance classes took place on Wednesdays, which conflicted with the Wednesday workshops that she had. So I had to pick between dancing or physio. And I knew that I loved ballet so much, but I also knew that grades were important, so I had to quit ballet. I remember crying a ton because I did 14 years of ballet at that point, and I wanted to reach 15, and I knew that I had to let it all go. This is one trophy that I got because of ballet. Now going on to senior year, which is where all activities took place. I got my car this year and then my license last year, but that meant that I was able to have freedom in senior year. I was able to drive to dance practices, senior activities, games, and even club performances that I had. It was the end of the year and I had to take my last exam, which is statistics, and then my AP test. The night before the exam, on April 29, 2018, my family got a call that devastated the whole entire family. I got the news that my uncle passed away, and I remember the night clearly. One of my aunties called our house phone, and I could tell by her voice that something was wrong. Then I heard my mom's phone ring, and then all of a sudden I heard her crying. Then me and my brother rushed to my parents' room. And that's when we got the horrible news. And then my brother decided to call one of our other aunties, and I decided to call Lauren. The following day was super hard. I didn't do well on my exams, and the only people that I talked to was a couple of close friends and my cousins. Every day was a battle, and it was super hard for my whole mom's side to deal with it. But with the strength of family, I was able to get motivated and finish high school strong. I dedicated my graduation to my uncle who passed away. During that summer, families from California and Nevada flew all the way to Hawaii for the funeral. The funeral did bring my family together and even strengthen it. It's just sad that it was over a sad cause. Now, on to present day, I am now attending SJSU. I just got done with my first year. I got through studying, even registering for classes and homework. Also, me and Lauren decided to do our YouTube channel so we could document our lives and look back on memories. My whole life has been surrounded by lots of love from my family, a ton of good friends, and even my boyfriend. I'm truly grateful and thankful for the people who have impacted my life. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button down below to be notified when we post our next video. Also, give this video a big thumbs up and thanks for watching, guys. Bye!